Welcome back, fans and friends. For this upcoming video, we have the Mercury Cougar 1968 version, the GTE 427. So this is a little bit while back. I think they're on 26 or 27 now, and it's the GL Muscle series from Greenlight, and it is extremely similar. Obviously, we're all familiar with the 428s and the 390 Mercuries. So this car's kind of growing on me. So if I do see them on the shelf and I don't hate how they look, I will get them. This one seems to be done on okay. I don't see there. You can see the tires a little bit wider on the right side than the left side. Hopefully it's not an issue with the rolling of the car itself. We can see the GTE there printed on the side. And I think Cougar on the back there, just above the indicator. Not the indicator, sorry, the warning lights. And so we will have to see how much more detail it's done in when we take it out. And so we have the usual Greenlight stuff, Series 23, limited edition. Obviously the name of the car. We have GL Muscle there on the front and back of the vehicle. 8+, so not the usual 14+, 164 the scale. And we know that this contains one die-cast vehicle. And so the one thing that I do see different about this Greenlight we have there, the social media, the GL Muscle, is they do put the color of the car. So unfortunately, I could not get my hands on the 64 Plymouth Sport Fury 426 Max Wedge. So whenever that comes out, it comes out. 1969 Chevrolet Camaros Z28. I think by now some of my fans might be sick of it, so I did not get it. 1970 Dodge Challenger RT Hemi in Sublime Green. So that's the other thing, that they put the color of the vehicle. Onyx Black obviously is this Mercury. 1971 Chevrolet Nova Yanko Deuce, so Hugger Orange. And the 1993 Ford F-150 Lightning in black. And then obviously collect the whole series. We have 2020, so like I said, this one is almost 2.5 years old. And you have some tire sponsorships there. I see the Goodyear, I see the Firestone, and the Yanko, because they specifically made cars with the upgraded Chevy engines to sell them, because apparently GM did not want Chevy being pushed for racing. So we have the usual stuff there: Greenlight, trademark of Greenlight, Plymouth, Dodge, Chrysler, and Hemi by FCA, and then Ford and GM. While the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company for obviously the Goodyear, and then Firestone's Firehawk and White Oval by Bridgestone, the other major large tire manufacturer. So 149th day of the year 2020 is when this was made. We have the 1456-2 WB, and then their normal 8+, 164, and Series 23. So I will go ahead and just get this out of its package. And it is the normal Greenlight insert on the vehicle. Just trying to keep it from breaking it. There's not too many things to break on these vehicles, but I did pass one off to my nephew and he managed to shatter it. So far I don't see any major paint issues. It is extremely highly reflective. Unfortunately, it is the black background of my desk is not lending itself very well, and as we can see there, a little bit of a tire issue. I'm hoping, because it does happen to be nice and flat, I'll do the roll test at the end, but we can just go over the vehicle. I guess I will start with this side. You have the indicator there, the GTE 427 in tiny writing. The 427 is just below the GT, and then the E on the side there. And we have at the top, I can't quite because it is the world's smallest lettering. So we'll just go that it says the GTE. I do like, so I've covered this a little bit, but the windows, the plastic used for the last few vehicles I've done, both Matchbox and Greenlight, they have been easily, very clearly and very well done. We have Mercury Cougar on the back there. So as you can see, Greenlight continues to not do very well with the white wall tires. So that's just their normal. And we have here the front. I don't see any major issues. It is nice and shiny. You can all see the hood scoop there with my dirty fingerprints. I don't see the front. Yeah, we see there the Mercury again. GT427E. Sorry, GTE 427, and exactly as on the other side, we have both They are, so it's not perfectly clear, but it is legible. I just need a very big magnifying glass. That's my fingerprints, not there. Sometimes they have that weird smudge. And as you can see there, the defect for the wheel that I pointed out earlier is right there. Hopefully it rolls, it spins, so I don't see too much issue with that. And on the back there we have Mercury GT427E, sorry, GTE427. The lights are actually inserts, and you can see the light reflecting off the back of the base of the insert to produce sort of a reddish glow. I do like that. Bumper doesn't have too many issues, so honestly I can't really complain about this car too much, and that's good because, like I said, I've grown to like even that M2 390. I hope they're to scale, so this is directly comparable with that. Obviously not the engine because this is 427, and for once Greenlight has put XR7 GTE, so it did not say XR7 on this, so I do think actually now, but I apologize to real car fans, but that might be XR7, what it says up there. And that says GTE 427 and XR7. And the only way to know that is to actually read the underside here. No mention of the 427, but it does say it right there. So for those of us who enjoy this sort of thing, and the 149th day of 2020 and everything else, 14562 WB is exactly the same. So I would say this car is done extremely well. The last thing to do is to pop the hood. And the reason I say that is if anybody remembers the series of Camaros I did, how poorly those were done. So there's something to be said about the older ones, and hopefully they improve it with the newer ones, but who knows. So there we have the engine, the 427. Nice, very nicely done. You have silver on the sides, blue in the middle, and the silver air filter tray on the top. Everything seems to be done very well. You're noticing how well the hood stays up by itself. No help whatsoever from me. And because it is black, Greenlight did not make a mess of the... Actually, they did. I apologize. You can see the one on the left there is not painted black. I can probably touch it up myself, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. And so to compare it with the other Mercury Cougar I have, that's the difference of the engine. The Cobra Jet Super from the Eliminator and the 427 from the GTE XR7. I have an XR7 M2, but the hood does not open. So, and it's almost the exact same color. It has a little bit of decoration on the side there. I'll probably do that very soon. I should have done a Mercury Cougar series, but anyway. I don't want to have this video too long, so I thank you all for watching this. Car, like I said, has grown on me in the last few videos I've done and collecting it, and not because it's the slightly larger version of the Ford Mustang, but because for the most part I haven't had as many problems with the Mercury vehicles that I've received rather than, like I said, the Camaros that were terribly done. So here we have the 428 Super Cobra Jet, the Eliminator from the Barrett-Jackson series, I think series 7 or series 6, and then here we have series 23 Mercury Cougar. It is an XR7 427 GTE, so look at how nicely that hood snaps in place. So, oh, the roll test. I didn't do the roll test. It goes. No complaints there. It goes. So honestly, sometimes they get the older ones right, and sometimes they get the newer ones wrong. So what am I going to say? And the cat has come to the cat. Usually he's a Camaro type cat, but I guess he can't stay away. So thank you fans for watching. As you can notice, the enthusiasm is growing for the Mercury Cougar. I do have 2 more that I want to get done. In fact, I have an M2 Deluxe of this exact vehicle, plus the auto driver version. So maybe I'll cover those really soon in the future. So, but until then, you'll just have to put up with this video, which I do like this vehicle. So like I said, it has very few issues with it, no rear view mirrors, but I mean, the windshield is clean, everything. I didn't know it was XR7, GTE 427. The tires have issues, but the car does not have issues rolling, like I said. It just wants to go. So there we have it. The 427 GTE version of the Mercury Cougar is this one. That's the Eliminator, 1970. Thank you, fans and friends, for watching. This is Tumnus from Toronto, and till the next one.